I'll put a link in the social things for everyone.
So what happened there?
No idea. I think
no idea.
We got kicked off for some reason, but because we got brought back on, I assume it was a technical glitch rather than us actually being reported for something.
Oh. I mean, oh.
I have been throwing Nazi salutes throughout anytime I wasn't doing a line.
Oh, that might have been it. Yeah, I did black up and yellow up. And green up. So
They hate that.
they loathe that, don't they? The old BBC boffins.
Sorry, I'm just sharing this link.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, for about a week I was going, well, who needs the BBC? It's so easy just to make your own broadcast now, isn't it?
Beware anti.
That's why you need BBC boffins.
Unbelievably, 5 people want to join this Facebook group. Really?
Mm.
Is one of them the police? I don't mean Sting and his friends.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Inspector Fanny. I've heard it all. I'm here to talk to you about this here broadcast you're doing. I'm going to have to take down your particulars. Don't laugh.
Well, that was an exciting adventure, and everyone got to hear the King Kong story apart from Nat and Paul.
Oh, what was that? Oh, no, hang on.
The one about...
No, it's not that one. Don't worry. Go on.
Oh, I mentioned it on Wheezing Groaning Sound about where he puts people.
Oh, no, it is that one then. Okay, yeah.
It is that one, yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that one with me. For some reason it came up during For Your Eyes Only.
It did. No, Black Orchid.
Oh, Black Orchid, sorry.
Yeah,
which of course, exactly what King Kong called it.
Hey, are we live again now?
Live with 13 people. I can't believe people have stuck around.
Thank you for coming back.
Apart from our cast, they have not stuck around.
We are missing crucial.
I've emailed Beth and Larry the links. I mean, do we need women for this anyway?
Oh,
it's just.
Well, I'm happy to fill in.
Right. We don't know what happened there. We got kicked off, everyone, for
violations.
Yeah,
obscenity.
Sure. There we are. Hide. Brilliant. Actually, I mean, to be fair, regardless of getting kicked off, I'm surprised that as many people stuck around after the first half of the first for the first quarter of Carry On London, which is it's worse when it's read out loud.
Yeah.
We've got 20 back in the room now.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, and that's
so. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Larry says to Carry On London, my camera's not working.
Angry feminist. No, you're there.
Where's Beth?
Beth,
she committed suicide.
It was. I mean, the numbers flew up. That's the tragic thing about
it was a mercy killing.
I'm not playing her female characters.
You are.
All right, I'll do them.
I refuse to represent women in that light.
How are you feeling about this as in many ways, woman?
This is awful.
You're a woman, aren't you? Now tell us what you think about this.
I didn't realise in 2007 people hated women so much.
Oh yeah, that was a big year for it.
Not people, person.
It's bad. Are we streaming now?
We are streaming.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
5 piss around on the internet. We are. It will be 6 pissing around on the internet as soon as we can. Comments in person. Hello, Dwayne.
Where is Beth? Is she coming back?
I think she's coming
back. Dwayne.
Oh, there we are. There's a call back to earlier as well.
You guys should have.
I'm
written
quite
this.
drunk. Is everyone else quite drunk?
I'm
No.
planning to be. I might
Um,
get another drink now.
I'm getting there. I've been drinking gin since midday, so.
Oh, have you?
Oh, Beth is back in the room.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey!
Beth, you're not going to believe this. Most people have followed us to this room.
Hey,
How?
Why?
I just put it in.
How isn't the question? Why?
You know what? People need to know how this ends.
sorry. Can I just say my favourite was I'm really surprised at that because I've got messages like I'm watching Mark Watson's 24-hour show. Tim Key's on. So
Right, right.
Can I offer
yeah,
can I offer something about Tim Peake?
Oh, not that. Wait.
Tim Key.
Oh, Tim Key. I think it's Tim.
Yeah, not Tim Peake.
There we are.
Tim Peake's on doing some of his poetry. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks is on.
What time's Tim Peake's on?
Oh,
Tim
I'm
Peake.
going then. If Tim
Right.
Tim Peake could have saved the world if he wanted to.
To be fair to everyone, we've only got, if my maths is correct, we only have about 35 pages left.
We haven't been fair to anyone.
let's pick up the pace then. Come on.
Okay, right.
So,
You want to go watch Tim
IP's
Peake
car
in
rides
Berkeley?
outside.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Josh. Right.
What?
Shall I
Come on.
carry on?
Yes,
Go,
go.
go, go.
Herbert's house, afternoon. IP's car arrives outside. A traffic warden tries to stop him parking. George persuades him otherwise. Interior, Desmond's office, afternoon. So Desmond is showing out another girl. Havelock enters.
Your next appointment is here, Sir Desmond.
She indicates IP freely. George and Stokes on the sofa.
All right, do come through.
He goes behind his desk. IP freely and the others enter behind him. Miss Havelock exits, closing the door.
IP freely.
I wish I did, but I'm taking some pills for it. But
I'm a filmmaker from Hollywood.
really, how marvelous. What sort of
Well, let me get straight to the point. My daughter, Rhoda Freely, has starred in one of the greatest new movies of the millennium. She's nominated for a Herbert.
is she? Good for her.
I want her to win.
Of course you do. What father wouldn't?
No, I really want her to win.
Well, maybe she will. Maybe she won't.
I don't like the word maybe, Sir Desmond. I like the word definitely.
Outer office. Miss Havelock leans towards her intercom in order to overhear the conversation at Sir Desmond's office.
So I was hoping we could come to some sort of an arrangement.
Arrangement.
So Desmond is continuous.
Arrangement. That's a weird script. That's an error in the script.
Hmm.
Of one of many.
Oh yeah, IP snaps his fingers. George steps forward and plonks a briefcase on his desk. It's packed with £50 notes.
That's 100 grand. My daughter wins, you take the money. It's simple business, Sir Desmond.
Mr. Freely, a bribe? I'm shocked. I'll have you know that I'm a man of immense morality.
Freely looks at Sir Desmond's wall. It's covered with front covers of various magazines. There are boobs and bums.
That much is obvious.
No. No. That's quite different. I cannot be bought like a cheap tart called Mandy who hangs around the phone boxes at the back of King's Cross, just this side of Wharfdale Road, for instance.
So you're saying no?
Who laughed? Who laughed?
Cast member laugh.
Everyone drinks.
Yeah.
I certainly am. I don't need your money. I have oodles of my own. So if you wouldn't mind, just take your case and leave.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sir Desmond. Stokes?
Stokes steps forward for an envelope, which IP hands to Sir Desmond.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to use these.
Sir Desmond slides out a set of photos.
Well, these are of me. Where did you get these? That's Imogen and Maggie. And
He starts rotating the pics. There are obviously some old angles.
and Candice. And is that Chantal? It is. Are these the only copies?
For the moment, yes. But we have the negatives. So, do you want to do business?
I really don't remember a python being there at all.
Sir Desmond, do you want to do business?
I do.
IP looks at Stokes with a smug told you look.
And can I have 2 8x6s of these, 2 of 10x8 of that one?
Huh?
I mean, look at me, that one. I'm like a rampant stag. Woof.
Sorry. IP turns and storms out, followed by Stokes and George, who checks at the door before returning for the case. So Desmond surveys his picks appreciatively.
So when will they be ready? I don't mind paying extra for overnight. There's a place down the road that does them in an hour.
As IP waits for George, Miss Havelock sees that opportunity and she scurries.
Mr. Freely, fuck. Sorry, I thought there were more women in it. There's not.
Mr. Freely, fuck.
Mr. Freely, may I have a word?
Well,
Well, there are others at the Herberts who may be more receptive to an arrangement.
oh yeah.
She hands him her card.
My card.
He takes her card. My card.
Your card, I see. Well, thank you, Miss Ivana Havelock. I'll be in touch.
John.
Interior, Lenny's living room, early evening. The drivers are all lined up. They're all wearing ill-fitted grey suits, blue shirts, and matching ties. Lenny walks along, inspecting the troops.
Oh, yes. Very smart. Very nice indeed.
Yeah, it itches a bit.
I'll stop complaining. They're made from the best natural fibres a machine can make.
He puts his hand on Dickie's shoulder. There is a crackle of static. Lenny recoils in pain.
Oh, bloody hell!
Where'd you get this lot from? Scarecrows are us?
Oh, not now, Shirl. I'm trying to conduct some high-powered business.
He brushes fluff from one of the other, gets the other.
Ow!
I've seen more higher powered business coming out the back of an horse.
That's
Well,
an actual joke.
So,
Oh,
what
yeah,
will I like them? Look, double-breasted.
Yeah, we noticed.
Charlotte continues cleaning during the following. All she's doing is fucking cleaning.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, ladies are good for.
Now, pay attention, everyone.
Unbelievable.
We have been sent a list of assignments, right? Now, Dickie, you're going to be picking up Catherine Yelland from the Dorchester.
Wow, she's gorgeous. I've seen all her films. Maybe you'll get an autograph.
Oh,
You'll be lucky. I hear she's a right cow. It was in the Sun, so it must be true.
yeah.
It's what always happens when British actresses go to Hollywood. They always come back all big time.
You should dig at Martine McCutcheon.
No, I'm sure she's a pussycat, really.
Heathrow, simultaneous. Catherine Yelland is walking, followed by her entourage. She is met by a representative of the Herberts who offers her a bouquet of flowers.
Miss Yelland, on behalf of the Herberts, may I welcome you to our shores and... Who's Catherine?
You want me to do Catherine?
Yeah, Catherine, she's not with KY.
Get those things out of my face. Does the hotel know what I want?
Well, yes, we forwarded them your 30-page dossier, including the fresh lilies in the room, the lemon-scented towels, the walls painted, parchment white, the bed facing east, 3 CD players and a duck egg blue carpet.
And?
And Welsh spring water coming out of the tap.
Is that supposed to be Zeta Jones? we think?
Yeah, Zeta Jones, yeah.
Oh, I
Yes.
should have done a, sorry, should have done a Welsh. I didn't know.
Ruth Maddock, that's what they were talking about.
But that is the only point where it passes the Bechdel test. That little exchange there. That's it.
Oh, well. It's like working for now. Lenny's,
You know, that bit
What
that's
does-
really feminist where it shows how demanding women are. They want 3 CD players, duck egg blue carpet.
I want upwards of 4 things. How dare you?
Lenny's living room.
She even insists that people call her by her stage name, KY.
Well, that must guarantee her a good entrance.
Jimmy, you'll be picking up the fashion designer John Paul Latouche.
He's not one of them, is he?
2007
He
this
puts-
was.
2007.
He
Jesus
puts one
Christ.
hand on his hip whilst the other limp-wristedly forms a
He's
spout.
not
Well,
one of
hang
them.
on. Are you trying to be a little teapot?
No, one of them, bread strictly butter side down.
Nah, you've lost me.
Gay.
Oh, well, it doesn't say. Anyway, not all fashion designers are gay.
Heathrow Airport, close up on Jean Paul, who is screamingly camp, waving to unseen people.
It's cheaper.
Is this way, boys?
We should have done the
Two big
interval
muscular
here.
reporters. We should have done. Two. Leary's doing my internal face. Close up on Jean Paul, who is. Oh, I've done that bit. Two big muscular reporters wheel rails of dresses through the terminal building. Lenny's living room, continuous.
Delia, you've landed Timmy Moody.
What, that noisy brat who was in Magic Mickey, the boy wizard?
Not forgetting Magic Mickey 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, come on, look, they're just films. He's not going to be as nauseating as that in real life, is he?
He is. Timmy is 10-year-old. He's used to getting his own way.
I don't want to go to the press conference. I don't want to go to the press conference. I don't want to go to the press conference.
And anyway, the kid's being chaperoned by a Miss Hildegard Stern. She's bound to keep him in line.
We cut to show Miss Stern, who is clearly drunk. She is sitting in an armchair, smoking a cigarette, drinking a gin and tonic, and watching her screaming child with disdain. Interior, Lenny's living room.
So, everybody happy, right? You've got your assignments. Just give them everything they want, all right? Come on, good luck.
Interior, television studio, morning. It's a set of Good Morning, or similar breakfast TV show, if they don't want to do it. Ferdinand and Philip Schofield are hosting. Off to one side, behind cameras, Miss Havelock stands watching.
And we're very proud to bring an exclusive sneak preview of the actual award being presented at the Herberts.
And here in the studio is the man who's brought the Herberts to life. It's Sir Desmond Uppingham Knightley. Welcome, Sir Desmond.
So Desmond sits on the sofa. Two glam girls stand behind.
Thank you, Mr. Kilroy, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Kilroy in 2007. Pull out to reveal the award covered in small cloth sitting on the coffee table.
Now, the award is named after your grandfather, Herbert, is it not?
That's right, Lorraine, although the award isn't a model of him, but of his most famous accessory.
He removes the cloth to reveal a gold gherkin-shaped object. Fern and Britton look up, and Philip look uneasy.
It's his cigar, of course. Of course. It's modelled on his last cigar, the one he smoked before he was pronounced dead of chronic lung disease.
That's touching.
Right there.
It's not very big, Sir Desmond.
Well, I'd like to think that size isn't important, Judy. But anyone getting one of these is going to get a lot of pleasure from it.
Lenny's yard day. Cheryl is behind the wheel of Lenny's old Mondeo. She chats to Dudley, who is watching her leave.
Won't be long, Dudley. I'm just nipping down to Halfords for a few dusters and
Chamois.
thank you for the new cars.
She shows him the list. It's 3 columns long. Dudley waves her off, and then he heads back towards the office. He turns and sees a car in the yard. Dudley spots Tony in the back. We don't see him, and so darts off for cover. Lenny loves office. Lenny is watching Sir Desmond on the television. There is a rattle of a door opening. Lenny assumes it's Dudley.
You know what, Dudley? If these Herberts work out all right, I should have enough for a nice little nest egg. And that's after we paid off that shyster Two Fingers Tony.
Lenny has failed to spot that Two Fingers and his henchmen are standing around his desk.
Shyster.
Oh!
Lenny is startled, leaps to his feet.
Oh, Tony. I didn't see you come in.
Shyster?
No, not you, Tony. A different Tony.
You said Two Fingers Tony.
Different fingers. You're more,
Lenny waves 2 fingers at Tony.
while he's more,
Lenny waves 2 fingers on the other hand at Tony, realising he's offensive on both of his arms.
So, Cheryl about.
Oh, no, sorry, you've just missed her.
Pity. I was looking forward to renewing old acquaintances.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She's gone. Never mind. I'll tell her that you called. Bye-bye.
It's all right, no rush. Still got business to do. You got my money.
I've only just taken out the loan.
So, first payment's due today. You should have read the small print.
Yeah, but there wasn't any.
Well, there it is now. So
Oh,
I would like £2,000 every other day till the £90,000 is paid off.
90,000! Oh, don't tell me that was in the small print as well, you... Oh.
Ain't I a stinker? Look, Lenny, I'm not an unreasonable man.
Well, no. You are.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in a day or two, but if I don't get my money then...
He indicates his lads who hold tire irons and crowbars.
Understand? Oh, well, business over. Whack the kettle on. We'll natter about old times over a mug of tea.
Sorry, boss. We're due at the charity shop at 4.
Oh, that's nice. You dropping something off.
No. Little old lady's got behind with her protection payments. You know how it is. Come on, lads.
Tony exits. Lenny puts his head in his hand, sighs, and moves towards his living room.
Oh, God. What a lovely human being. Dudley!
Dudley enters from the other door.
Where have you been?
In the toilet.
Oh, two-fingered Tony's been here.
Well, did you think I was in the toilet? What did he want?
Oh, I'll tell you all about it on the way.
On the way where?
Up west, mate. We need to make sure the lads have got the measure of those Hollywood stars.
Dickie's car. Dickie sits driving while KY sits in the back. She is English with a slight American twang to her voice.
Yeah. You do not talk to KY. You do not look at KY in your rearview mirror. You do not even think of KY without her express permission.
Yes, miss.
I said don't talk to me. Furthermore, will you drive on the right side of the road?
I am on the right side of the road.
Do not argue with KY.
Oh, is it all right if I breathe in and out occasionally?
What was that?
Nothing, miss.
In his rearview mirror, we see her face like thunder. Delia's limo. In the backseat, Timmy Moody sits next to Miss Stern. She is once again out of it, ignoring the boys' tantrums and drinking from airline miniatures, which she extracts from her bag, which clinks like a crate of booze. Timmy is busy being hyperactive.
Have you got an Xbox? I've got an Xbox. You got a PS2? I got a PS2. I've got 6 of them. But you don't even know what is a PS2 if you're so dopey. I want ice cream. I want Coke. I want a burger. Hey,
You want smack in the gob?
I heard that. Did you hear that? Do something.
Miss Stern does. She belches and reaches for another bottle. Jimmy's limo. Jimmy is driving with Jean-Paul alongside him. He strides across towards Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, you have to help me. I'm desperate. Oh.
Whoa. Don't get me wrong, Monsieur. I mean, we wouldn't let live and all that, but you got me pegged all wrong.
Begging.
Oh, no. No, you see, I'm looking for a woman.
Oh. Yeah, I've got you pegged all wrong.
I need a famous woman to model my creations at Herbert's. So far, I've telephoned every major star, and they're all wearing other designers. Oh, you have to help me, Jimmy.
He puts his hand on Jimmy's thigh.
Oh, help me find a woman.
Jimmy lifts Jean-Paul's hand from his thigh.
Certainly, Monsieur. I mean, finding women's a rotten job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, mercy, Jimmy.
Get off.
Yeah.
I haven't read to the end. Is the joke going to be that Jimmy discovers his true nature halfway through?
Yes, that's what
Oh, yeah.
The third
Also,
Dallas
Jean- there is no, like, Z this and Z that for John Paul. You just read it like it's English.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
IP3D's hotel suite. IP is standing, putting a golf ball into one of those machines that sends the ball back. The ball rolls into the hole. The
No, but
machine
it's
clicks.
called-
It's
Yeah,
a technical
that machine,
understanding.
it goes... I mean, it's fundamental to the scene, but I can't be bothered to look it up.
When you're that deep into jokes, you don't want to care about the technical information. The machine clicks and the ball rolls back. He putts again. The ball goes up and it sticks into the machine.
George!
Yes, boss.
My ball's jammed. Fix it, will you?
George comes over and tries to ram a hand down IP's trousers.
Get away from Eagle Ball. It's jammed in the machine.
God, dear. George hurries over and kneels by the machine while she fiddles with it. Rhoda saunters in, putting on her jacket.
How are you doing, princess?
I am so bored. There's nothing on TV, but my American accent it spans. I am so bored. There's nothing on TV but American programs. So I thought I'd take a look around, see Piccadilly Circus, the Tower of London, Trafalgar Square, the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, I don't like you being out on your own, sweetheart.
Dad, I'm 22 years old. I can take care of myself.
Well, I would just feel happier if you had a guide to show you around the place. Stokes!
Stokes comes in from the other room. George is now banging the machine.
Oh, hello. Yes, Mr. Feely, sir.
Get the hotel to arrange a guide for my daughter. She wants to see the Tower of Parliament and the Houses of London.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Feely.
Oh, she also wants to go to Piccadilly Circus, so make sure she gets ringside seats.
Rhoda laughs and exits. Cut to reveal George, who is now holding the machine and facing her boss.
I'm sorry, boss. I think it's busted.
A golf ball flies out at high velocity. It smacks IP Freely in the middle of his forehead.
George, call 911.
Oh, it's 999 over here, sir.
Oh, whatever.
He slips to the floor. Okay, no. Dickie, Delia, and the Dorchester Hotel now, everyone. Dickie, Delia, and Jimmy are pouring out their woes to Lenny. Dudley is in attendance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, boss, she's driving me right round the twist. She wants the bloody car feng shui now.
I'll just whip the headrests off and tell her it's been done.
Well, you're lucky. I've got a 10-year-old hyperactive monster in the back of my car.
I thought he had a chaperone to look after him.
He does. That's her there.
Oh.
Angle on one of the hotel porters who is pushing Miss Stern, who is slumped unconscious on top of the cases, into one of the large brass trolleys.
And I'm going to lump that Jean Paul. If he lays another hand on me, he makes Graham Norton look like Russell Crowe.
I don't know. Look. I know it's all tough, but hang in there, only for a couple of days. Think about the money.
We do.
Lenny is distracted by agitated voices over the concierge's desk.
Oh.
What's going on over there?
Angle on concierge's desk where Stokes is struggling to get some help from a haughty concierge.
Oh, for goodness sake. I just want to give Miss Freely a tour of London.
Concierge.
I would really like to help, sir, but we don't provide tour guides.
Oh, well, if it's a question of money, don't worry. Oh, my employer's loaded.
Angle on Lenny, who hears the magic word.
Dudley, come with me.
Why don't I see if I can find some bus companies who may be able to help you?
Oh, I don't want a bus.
Lenny and Dudley approach Stokes.
Oh, sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Oh, and, well, I might be able to help you.
IP Suite, Miss Havelot's office. Intercut is required. As required, sorry. IP is on the phone with George, standing in close attendance. IP has an oversized dressing on his forehead. Havelot speaks conspiratorially on the phone, keeping an eye on Sir Desmond next door.
No, Mr. Freely, I cannot go fix the computer, as you put it. It's impossible. The Pillock is heavily guarded. Even with my clearance, I can't get anywhere near it.
She says she can't fix the computer. She says it's impossible.
I know, boss. It's got lasers and sensors everywhere.
Then why did you tell me to ask her to... Oh, never mind.
Can she get the building plans?
Can you get the building plans?
Yes, I can.
Yes, she can.
Good. Tell her to get them.
Good. Get them, will you?
Okay, but it won't be easy.
We see Havelot open her drawer and bring out building plans.
She says it won't be easy.
It'll cost you $5,000.
It's going to cost me $5,000.
Worth every penny.
Worth every penny.
Havelot shoves the plans into her bag.
I'll hand them over in St. James Park at 3:00 tomorrow afternoon. I'll be by the bridge.
She hangs up.
Okay, she's getting the plans. Now what do?
We get someone else to break into the building and fix the computer.
IP kisses her dramatically.
That is brilliant. Who do we get?
I have no idea.
You don't know? You don't know? I'm paying you $5,000 and you don't know? You dumb schmuck.
He starts hitting George.
Hey, you want me to go pick up the plans tomorrow anyway?
No, moron! We can't risk being seen with her. We need some patsy to do it. Some idiot who doesn't know any better.
Cut to the entrance door. Smiling Lenny is being shown in with Dudley.
Oh, just wait here.
Who are these two?
Oh, it's your London tour, Mr. Freely, for Rhoda.
That was quick.
Leonard Love, sir. I operate a fleet of quality chauffeur-driven limousines. My nephew Dudley here, he's the guide.
Does he know London?
Oh, does he know London? Dudley, do you know London?
Oh, yes, like the back of my hand, sir.
Dudley holds up the front of his hand. Lenny quickly realizes it and turns it around.
Oh.
Well, my daughter's in the next room. Rhoda! Now, listen, whatever my daughter wants, you give it to her. Got it?
Yes, sir.
But you don't show her anything more than sights, okay? If you so much as look at her funny, you'll be history. Don't look at her funny. There's nothing funny in this script.
Now, listen, you don't have to worry, Mr. Freely. Looking at her funny is the last thing he'll do.
Well, yes.
Rhoda comes out of the bedroom.
Okay, he's hired. Rhoda, honey, this is your guide.
Oh, hello.
Dudley is stunned by her looks.
Oh. Hello. I'm looking forward to London. You, sights. Fun. Great.
Oh, well, that's perfect. Does he come with a translator?
Oh, you don't have to worry about him, miss. He's just a bit,
Damaged?
yeah. No! Nervous, you see. He's nervous. He'll be fine. You can see he poses no threat, can't you? And can I just say, Mr. Freely, that we don't only offer tour guides and limousines. Me and my team can turn our hands to almost anything, given the right
Payment?
Exactly.
IP and George exchange smiles.
Interesting. Well, I may have a little job for you, Mr. Patsy. Oh, I mean, Mr. Love.
Lenny looks thrilled. Exterior, St. James's Park. Lenny is by the bridge holding the envelope of money.
By the bridge. Go! He didn't say which side of the bloody bridge.
He takes the envelope and puts it inside his coat pocket. There are seemingly loads of women inside. He sees a possible. He crosses to her.
Excuse me, are you looking for love? Because if you are, I'm your man.
She slaps him and storms off. He rubs his face and sees another girl who slides up to her.
God, Bennett. Excuse me, darling. Have you got plans for me?
Gets slapped again.
Ow! I'm going to need the money for dental work if I carry on like this. Oh.
What is going on?
He spots a woman sitting on a bench. He smiles weakly at her. She smiles back. He goes and sits next to her.
Hello. Look, I think we both know why we're here. I've got what you want up inside my coat. And when I open it up, just help yourself.
He gets hit again.
Ow, God!
This last encounter is seen by Havelot. She strides a tree to be near him. She catches Jenny's eye. He realizes how he's got the right contact. She nods for him to walk towards the exit. They move down converging paths towards the gate. From the park, we take Dickie's car passing. Dickie is driving while KY is in the back on her phone talking to her agent.
Okay, well, just call me back, will you? I can't believe it. This company paid me $12 million for my last movie, and they want me to pay less for the sequel. And they want to pay me less for the sequel. What do you think? I said, what do you think?
Well, I'm not really the bloke to ask, miss. I played a shepherd in the school nativity for a glass of orange squash and a couple of Jaffa cakes.
Trafalgar Square. Dickie's car slides under Admiralty Arch and into the square. As it moves past, we pick up Rhoda and Dudley. Dudley and Rhoda are standing, looking up at Nelson's column.
That is Nelson's column. Impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, Nelson was one of our greatest heroes. Only one eye, one arm.
But a huge column.
That's God's way of compensating.
Well,
Look out!
Dudley has spotted a skateboard hurtling towards Rhoda with a surprising speed as he swaps her out of the way.
Whoa! Thank you, my hero.
Well, maybe I can trust you with the truth. I am actually Spider-Man.
Really?
Oh yes, it's a substantial gift.
She looks between the buttons of his shirt.
Where's your costume?
Thursday, it's in the wash.
I hope nobody needs rescuing. So come on, what's next?
Well, Piccadilly Circus isn't far from here. I can't promise you clowns and trapeze acts, but it is quite exciting.
Cool. We're walking. Are we walking, or are you gonna swing me between the buildings?
My spider sense tells me it's safe enough today.
He laughs, they move off. As they move towards the Haymarket, we pick up Delia's car driving by. Delia's limo. Timmy sits in her back. Delia looks in the rearview mirror to see a practically comatose Miss Stern.
She started early.
Oh,
Sorry, my laptop's about to die, so I just have to plug it in. Am I lost? Is it? She started early.
I want you to take me somewhere that's got computer games, and you can take me to McDonald's.
Don't you ever say please or thank you?
Not to you. You're just a driver. Not even a driver. You're a woman driver.
Oh, I am. Am I?
Delia is clearly infuriated, and the writer clearly hates Daniel Radcliffe. She tears away at high speed. Delia expertly tools the car through traffic before executing a brilliant handbrake turn into a parking space outside a computer game shop in Soho. They're everywhere. Interior, Delia's limo, continuous.
You wanted a computer games shop?
Angle on Timmy picking himself up from the floor, so he appears over the back of the seat.
Whoa!
Alongside him, Miss Stern hauls herself up to peer over the seat. This Miss Stern part, whoever gets it, is a fucking great one, isn't it?
Kathy Burke.
She hiccups. Kathy Burke. She hiccups and falls back over the floor.
This is my favorite.
Soho Street. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? I think Maggie Smith. Soho Street, walking past Delia's car are Jimmy and Jean-Paul. Gay panic.
How come you haven't got any stars to model your frocks then?
Oh, because they're international press, you see. Oh, yes, they think my work is, how you say, passé. They say I need a new look, a new something, you know. Haute couture is very difficult. Ooh.
Well, that's your problem, if I may say so. I mean, I've seen them birds on the catwalk, chip baskets on the boobs, feathers sticking out their shoulders, and their backsides hanging out of a thong. I mean, can you see Dame Judi Dench wearing them on the red carpet?
Oh, it's hopeless. If only I could find some inspiration.
I know. Come with me. I know just the place.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Primark. They got some blinding frocks down there.
Oh.
Hotel, fucking hell. Hotel forecourt. Dickie's car pulls in as KY moves to get out. Dickie hands her a clipboard.
Sorry, Miss Yelland. Would you mind signing my docket for administrative purposes?
With a sigh, she does so and starts to move away. A 13-year-old girl walks up to KY in the doorway. The teenager offers an autograph book, but KY sweeps past her. Dickie is clearly disappointed. KY enters the hotel but catches sight of Dickie walking up to the girl and giving her a slip of newly signed paper. Interior, IP Freddy's hotel suite. Lenny hands over the envelope to IP.
There you go. Plans of the building.
Any problems?
Oh, no, not at all. Piece of cake. Now, if you wouldn't mind just settling up.
Actually, I have a better idea. How would you like to earn some proper money? Say $100,000?
Oh! There's a knicker! God, you want me to kill?
Lenny's living room evening. The drivers are grouped together as Lenny has just finished giving them the news.
You're going to break into Herbert House?
Shut up! I don't want shelter here. There, this bloke, you see, IP Freely, wants his daughter to win an Herbert Award, and he's prepared to pay big money.
Really? How big?
130 grand. All we have to do is break into the building and rig the computer.
Oh, that's all, is it? Break into a heavily armed, heavily guarded, almost impenetrable fortress-like building. Piece of cake.
Yeah, what's all this wee business?
Well, you can't expect me to do it on my own, can you? I mean, I've told him I've got a crack team.
Oh, charming, that is. Crap team, lovely.
Nah, no, not crap, crack. Now listen, IP Freely's giving us everything we need. Plans of the building, and specialist equipment.
Change your underwear.
So what do you say? You gonna help me or not, eh? Eh? Delia, what do you think?
I'll help, Lenny.
You having a particularly large piece of toast there, were you? Thank you, Delia. I knew I could count on you.
So will I.
Well, I must be mad, but all right.
We'll all do it.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm deeply touched. Right, listen carefully. I'm going to give you all full and extensive briefing.
He looks to make sure Shirl's not around. He reaches into his pocket and brings out the plans, which he spreads on the table.
Now, this here is Urban House. This is the 14th floor where they keep the computer. We break in, change the results, and get out.
That's it, is it? That's the full and extensive briefing?
Not exactly the Italian job, is it?
Oh,
Lenny folds the plans and returns them to his pocket.
God, Benny. Now, listen, okay, everyone. Let's synchronize watches. On my mark. It's 23 minutes past 8. Now!
Mine says 10 to 7.
Mine says 4:15.
Mine stopped.
I dropped mine in a urinal yesterday.
God, we're off to a rhino flying start, aren't we? God.
One minor question. Who's going to be hacking into the computer? I only ask because you have trouble setting your alarm clock.
Oh, hell yeah. I hadn't thought about that.
Leave it to me. I know a computer genius.
Exterior rooftop opposite Herbert House. Big close-up on the face of Timmy Moody.
Oh, God, this is him. This is your computer genius. Well, while we're going for high profile, why don't we call Bill Bloody Gates?
Cut to wide shot revealing all the team surrounding the boy.
Well, for one, I don't think Bill Gates needs the money. And two, what's wrong with Timmy?
Oh, I need someone who can hack into an high-security mainframe computer, not someone who's on level 3 of Final Fantasy 16.
Level 5.
Oh, level 5. Oh, well, that's all right, isn't it?
Oh, for goodness sake, Lenny, give the boy a chance. What have you got to lose? Dignity? Standing?
Oh, no, I think I lost that sometime around 1995. Sigh. Okay, well, all right, we'll use him.
Angle on equipment cases. Quick cuts to cases being opened and various items of hardware being bolted and clicked together. And at the end, we reveal a high-tech crossbow fixed on a tripod. The crossbow has a fearsome-looking arrow on it, and attached to its tail is a high-tensile cable. Dudley is about to aim, but Lenny taps him on the shoulder.
Oi, 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 oi. Seniority.
Dudley steps aside and Lenny aims the crossbow.
Oh, what's the game here?
We fire this into Herbert building roof, and then we go across on a death slide.
Death slide? Oh, please, let me have a go first.
Lenny takes careful aim. He fires, but Dickie is standing on the cable. The bolt goes about 10 feet and stops in midair, dropping on the edge of the roof.
Oh, God. Well done, Dickie.
Sorry, boss.
Well, go and get it.
They reset the crossbow just as Lenny is about to fire. Delia pats him on the back.
Good luck, Lenny.
Lenny is thrown. His crossbow tilts up, and the bolt flies up over the Herbert building, and they watch it go.
Oh!
Okay, this is the best bit. Anonymous bedroom. A man is making love to his wife under a duvet. He is on top with his feet towards the window. There is a strange whistling noise which precedes the smashing of window pane. The bolt hits the man square in the buttocks. He screams.
Oh, no. Oh, not already.
The man clearly in pain, and his bed are being pulled towards the window. The bed hits the wall. Rooftop. The lads all pull on the cable. The team experience resistance on the line. They pull hard, and with a jerk, it comes free. We hear a distant scream. The team look confused. They quickly reset the crossbow. Montage of quick cuts showing the team rigging up a wheel and handle device for the slide.
Right, Jimmy, you go first.
Right, yeah, boss.
He grabs the handles. They ease him over the edge. As he sets off, there is a boing sound as the cable is found to be way too slack. Jimmy drops out of sight. The others rush to the roof edge to see him hanging from the U of the steel cable, with his feet touching the ground.
It's too slack. Crank up the tension.
Dudley grabs the cabled handset, the sort used on cranes. Thanks for that. And pushes the green button. There is a fast whirring noise as the tension is taking up. A bit too fast. Jimmy is fired up into the air like a man on a returning bungee. Thank you. He fires through the air and is catapulted onto the roof of the Herbert.
Right. That's one. Who's next?
No one looks keen.
Oh.
Rooftop Herbert building. The team are now assembled.
Was that going to be? That was going to be the end of it.
That was it.
Oh, is that the end of part 1?
That is the end of part 1.
Whoa.
Let's check this. So we've been broadcasting for about 2 hours, and we're only at the halfway point.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Fuck me.
I've never been more angry in my life.
Hang in there.
Oh, Silky! Hello. Why are you watching this?
So that's where we're going to cut it tonight. I mean, we know what we were in two minds about whether to go straight through and do the whole thing tonight, and I think we made the right call
Oh, definitely.
because it'll be.
If anything, we've done too much.
Yeah.
You know, that's more than 24-hour marathon. If we'd have done it the whole way through, we would have been like neck to neck with him.
We would be in jail.
And that was, I mean, some of the thoughts we're getting through now.
So who wrote this again?
Josh,
Brian Levison. Send all your comments to Brian Levison.
Brian Levison.
You don't have to watch
2007, and that's what he thinks about the world.
You don't have to watch it, Josh, if it's really hurting you.
Don't do this to yourself, Josh.
Who found this script? Was it hard to get?
Yeah.
No, it was posted in everyone's letterbox in 2010.
I had to kill a man to get this script.
Yeah.
Because if I wrote this, I would want this buried.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, this was everyone was really keen to do it.
I think everyone was really keen to do a new Carry On film, I think.
There were big headlines around this time saying they're doing a new Carry On film. Shane Ritchie, Daniela Westbrook,
Is it
Sean
Alan
Williams,
Carr as the fashion designer?
Alan
Burt
Carr.
Reynolds was going to be in it at one point.
Yes.
Who's the Prince of Wales?
The Prince of Wales was going to be in it.
Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah, he was going to be IP
That's
freebie.
better.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't
No,
I?
someone
John Go. I'd known
Someone
Burt
said in the comments earlier it would have been like the Fat Slags movie or something
Yeah.
like that. It would have been
Like the Potato Men. Sex Eyes the Potato Men.
Yeah.
Sex Out Potato Men, yeah.
The sex
Run for your wife.
was
Run for your wife.
Was well, we're not committed. No one's forcing. We're not forcing anyone to do anything. Yeah, but the thing is, didn't Sex Lives of the Potato Men turn out to be a tax dodge?
I think Blackball did, didn't it?
Oh, was it okay? And I
Did it? That's very
I
interesting.
think so.
Vince Vaughn's Blackball.
No, the is it called Blackball? The Paul Kay one where he's in Crown
Yeah, with
Green
Vince
Bowl.
Vaughn in it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
He was doing Bodgeball, Blackball, any ball-related films. Vince Vaughn was in.
Yep.
Mid-thousand noughties.
Well,
It just,
so long to get Rode Her Freely.
I mean,
Yeah, Roto Freely.
oh
if
my
you think
god!
about the very,
That.
if you think about the very last Carry On film, which was Carry On Columbus,
Hmm.
and they sort of just about got away with it, didn't they? But what they did is they realised that they would just, because it was people like Julian Clary, they just played to the strength of what a Carry On film is, which is the celebrity, the star who plays the character. I mean, you know, we all identify Carry On films because of Sid James's Laugh, Charles Hawtrey's Hello, Kenneth Williams, and that's all they sort of tried to do with Columbus.
Yeah.
They got people who were well known for a certain sort of either manner or catchphrase, and that's why it would work. But if they tried this one, I mean, Daniela Westbrook and Sean Williams, I mean, it's got nothing to it.
No, this would have been utterly joyless. I'm sure they've got the only reason it's 2.5 hours long. The script is because they were going to. They probably thought some of it might not work.
Also, though, it's just a shit script. So, like, I could go upstairs now and just write anything and call it "Oh, Carry On."
Yeah.
Cardiff. and go, oh, it's a carry on. Like, you can't just take the branding, right? Shift it. Like, if
What they should do, they should give it to Ricky Gervais.
You can't just like use carry on branding and go, well, this would be good because it's carry on Cardiff or carry on Penarth or whatever the fuck. Like, yeah, it's an absolute shocker. So, and same thing, if you had a really good script and got Daniela Westbrook in it and Sean Williams, then I'm sure it'd be class. But like what we got here is a shocking script. No cast have committed apart from us tonight.
We're even lower down the totem pole
Like,
than
we're
Sean
like-
Williamson. Even Sean Williamson didn't do this script.
I don't think at any stage I was committed.
I don't know.
I feel a little bit pissed as well now, actually.
Yeah,
That's usual.
I think we should all be committed.
Yeah.
Oh,
They should give this to Ricky Gervais because they could have Lenny Love as like a really horrible, narcissistic, awful man that everybody loves for some reason.
All right.
There's a better man that's funded with lottery money, which are a lot of the
Oh,
lottery
money's
money.
supposed to go to good causes.
Yeah.
maybe it went to the good members of the cause. Not Jim, who believes in anti-vaxxing and David Icke.
He's an anti-vaxxing David Icke. I do as well.
I tell you, that means he doesn't hoover.
Well, this well, I mean, we could talk about this all night.
I was going to say it's a shame to leave because this has been the best bit, to be honest.
Yeah. This is, I mean, this the point of this is to give us something to rip the piss out of at the end. But Jesus, this is an exhausting screenplay.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, American satirists don't enjoy Trump because he's so perfect. It's really hard to rip the piss out of something that horrific.
Mm.
He constantly satirizes himself. It felt like that. It's hard to pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to pick one or two flaws with this script.
What was Paul? You said earlier there was a. I think you put in the message group before we started. There was a joke on page 39. Do you know what it was?
I can't remember now. We're way past that.
I can't.
I said there was one on 68, and I can't remember.
Yeah,
what
you
that
did.
was.
Yeah.
That
One made me
was-
laugh earlier, but I don't remember what it was.
They're not jokes that stay with you, are they?
No. It was Nelson only having one arm, only having one eye, but having a huge column, which at least has the structure and shape of a joke.
And especially this of a carry-on joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
To
there
be
would have
fair,
been
a lot of lines have been plastered over with Harry H. Corbett this evening.
Yeah, that's true. That was.
Especially
The
like,
cure to all
"Oh!"
ills.
Yeah.
He's in. He's in screaming. It's canon. It's fine.
But yeah, I think the best carry-on films are the ones where the actors know that what they are getting themselves into and what their job is on it. And I think Corbett.
Well, they were done. You know, they were paid at the time like $4,000. You know, sometimes less. And you only. I mean, even now you watch a carry-on. I mean, they used to even call the character names after the sort of traits that they had. So Sid James was a hapless whiskey drinker, always betting on the horses. So they just incorporated that into films. I mean, at one point he's even called Sid Boozy.
Yeah.
So they just say this is who you are, and so we'll even name you that. I mean, it's and you don't remember carry-on films because of amazing plots. You just remember them for they're all like the Faz Show. They've all got their own little catchphrase, haven't they? Sid's got his laugh, and that's
Carry
what they.
On Screaming is my favourite. Carry On Screaming is fucking great. And
People
you can
love
remember the plot of that, like somebody keeping dead people alive to go and, you know, and then making dead people into dummies. Like that's quite a good plot.
It's one of the. It's
So
one of those
what's
carry-on
everybody's
films-
favorite? What's everybody's favorite carry-on films then? So Dan,
Oh.
Carrying Up the Khyber, probably.
Paul,
I'm quite fond of Carry On Dick Turpin, because I'll do this quickly. Kenneth Williams has been sent to Lower Denture,
we've had this conversation.
and he has to try and identify who Dick Turpin is. Dick Turpin has a birthmark on his cock, but they can't say cock. So Kenneth Williams wanders around in a bar, just going up to random people, going, he's got a birthmark on his, and then he whispers in their ear, and they replace it with a little harpsichord that goes, "Fiddle-diddle-doo," and that makes me laugh so much. So he'll just go, "No, he's got a birthmark on his," fiddle-diddle-doo, and then somebody goes, "No, I don't think it's the woodsman." He's like, "Woodsman?
Yeah, he's the one with a chopper. No, not chopper. And then he'd go, now on his fiddle-diddle-doo. And me, that's just the funniest thing that's ever been put onto television.
Nah,
I like Screaming and Kyber. They're my two.
Illyri?
Yeah, I like Kyber.
Mine's Convenience.
Oh, I love Convenience.
I love it.
Sid James does about 9 fart gags in the first 3 minutes of that film.
But it's got a pathos. It's got him and Joan Sims, who are kind of, they can't ever be together, but they've got that thing where they.
And the neighbours as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
The
He
neighbours.
drops her off every day from work, and they have that little thing
Yeah.
over the garden fence. And they go to Brighton when I live near Brighton, so that's quite exciting.
And it's one of the rare ones where Kenneth Williams, he's the boss in it, but he's not a baddie. He's actually part of the gang.
Yes.
Which
The baddie is Kenneth Cope, essentially.
Yeah, which
These
is
the
quite,
unions
Yeah, it's
bringing down the working man.
Yeah.
is Kenneth Cope. No. Oh yeah, don't worry. What's the one? Oh, that's Carry On Girls with playing with his
Kenneth
rubber.
Connor,
Kenneth Connor with his rubber ducky.
where he does his full. He's
What's
married
your-
to June Whitfield.
Yeah,
What's your film, Beth?
What's mine?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I'd gone with that, but yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favourite films of all time. Carry On Screaming. I fucking love it. Don't necessarily like loads of the Carry On films. Carry On Camping, I like. That's fun.
Karen Company was a massive hit. It was the biggest hit of
Yeah,
1959.
it's fun, I like that. But like Carry On Screaming, I was just obsessed with it. Like I know it line for line. Like I watch it fucking constantly.
I'm also very fond of Carry On Abroad
Hmm.
because you got Peter Butterworth running the hotel, and he does all the roles. He's the concierge. He's the butler. He's the
And June Whitfield and Kenneth Connor are married again in that one.
married again in that one. Yeah,
When she won't ever have sex with him.
yeah. Tried it once, didn't like it.
Hmm.
Too many, probably.
Oh dear.
Well,
Like 20.
well, unfortunately, we're not doing any of them. We're doing Carry On Fucking London, and we're doing the second half next week. You know, it's another 70 pages next week.
Yeah, and we will try and not get knocked off air.
Yeah.
Even YouTube went no.
No.
We don't want
And
to hear that.
lockdown might be eased by next Friday, right? So
No.
will any of us be here?
You can't get out of it. You're committed.
Yeah.
Week after week, reading
If
Carry
it
On
is eased,
London,
I'm going to
page by
broadcast.
page.
If it is eased, I'm going to be here and broadcast live from a pub garden somewhere. I'm
It will just go on
committed.
forever.
Is part 2 tomorrow or Friday? It's next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
It's not a mini series. Which is
We
not,
all have to go away and wash a lot for a week.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Pee freely.
Everybody that's watching, thank you so much for
Yes,
watching.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sticking with it after the technical
Thank you for
break.
following us too.
Thank you so much. I think I'm going to try. I was going to put on. Do you know what? I was going to risk playing us out with some music. Actually, I will. I'll try it. I'll find it. It's a charming
So
song.
we'll see you all in a week. In fact, you can carry on waiting.
Bye.
First show of the night.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. Still here.
I shall see the happy laughing razors crashed faces of the people I love. Back home in Bermondsey, it's right. I wanna be because the smuggled booze they got is practically free. And now I miss the smell of the gasworks and the people I love. I've so many childhood memories of that quaint old-fashioned town. There was a quaint old-fashioned schoolhouse till the school kids burned it down. I'm off to Bermondsey. Another fight. Gosh, oh gee. Oh gosh, I'd like to cosh that up for you see. Who sent away to Holloway and Brixton, all the people I love.
Sound just like Napoli.
That's rough as well.
That's hook to me.
It's rougher
I'm
than hell.
longing for the moment when I shall see
The happy laughing razors and faces of the people we love. Alternatively or Napoli, it's all the same to you and me and